Alright guys, welcome back. We're here again in the garage. As you can see, we got quite a few packages here, and we also have my CT70, which, as some of you know, has been around for quite a while on my channel. Specifically the Supercharged 70 project. That's the name that I gave the whole project. So, yeah, it doesn't really have much done to it right now. It's pretty stock. I did rebuild it I think like a couple of years ago, but after that not much work was done to it, and that's what all these boxes are for. So we have a whole bunch of stuff here, and fortunately for this take I actually brought my unboxing knife. So we can start getting into these boxes here. We'll start with the smallest one, and try not to cut ourselves as usual. Not saying I cut myself, that would be pretty not good. I also have to remember to cut away from myself. I remember from the last video with the big boxes and stuff, cutting towards yourself could end up being quite a big problem. I mean, if I were to stab myself, I would no longer be making videos on YouTube. At least for a little while. Starting out with the first box, there's a lot of packing peanuts in here, as you guys can see, and gotta get this open, get a little closer to the camera. We don't need that anymore. And what do we got here? We're gonna look at the paper first. Okay, so what we got here is just a little organization thing telling you what goes where. This specifically is a digital speedometer. It is to replace the old one. If I can figure out how this opens. Where's the opening? Alright, we'll just cut through it. I'm sorry if I'm not in the camera. I'll try to do my best, of course. With some of these packages, I might have to stand off to the side to be careful. So here we have it. It is a digital speedometer. You got all the cords in the back, and this would just hook up right where the factory one would go. Oh. Don't want to be dropping stuff. So this would go right in the same spot the factory one would go. I know it's a little bit far away. It might be a little hard to see, but it goes right in there. So that will be a replacement. And it'll be real convenient now that I have not necessarily a working speedometer. It's just the glass on the original one. They kind of shattered, so it can get a little precarious sometimes. And yeah, so let's move that box out of the way and move on to the next one. Now this one is, yeah, let's do this one next. Yeah, we'll do this one next. So this is a, it's not from any particular company or anything, but a guy on the internet, on eBay, was making rear-wheel drive conversion kits for the CT70s. that would be a rear disc brake conversion. So that, okay. Oh, we got quite a bit in here. So we have the actual rotor itself. This is the thing that the disc, the brake pads attached to, as well as the caliper. So that is one part of it. And we have the second part, which is another box, a box inside of the box. And this is the thing that connects to the wheel. So this is like the hub. Let me take it out of its packaging. Pretty fine looking stuff. The quality here is fantastic. So we got that, and on to the next part. This is the part. Yep. So this would be, I'm not going to take it out of here because it's a bit of work. A bit too much work actually. And then I'll have to put it back in because I'm not going to be working on this for a little while longer. But this would be the brake caliper and then the master cylinder. That's what this part is. And then this would be the caliper right here. Obviously you guys can't see it because it's inside wrapping paper, but since I'm standing right here, I can see it a little bit better. And then we got, I think these are brake pads or maybe something else. Caliper hardware, pretty important. And some bolts. Those are also important. And that's it for that box. I know this is not going as smoothly as the other unboxing video I did with the Subaru, but unfortunately the Subaru is not here right now. You see that white car in the background? That's what I'm driving right now. I'm driving a minivan. So you can call me a soccer mom in the comments, and it's a rental, I know, but it'll only last a week. I'll be fortunate when I get my car back after the rust repair is done. I'll make sure I put that on the channel as well. The car will look significantly better than it originally did. Starting to move on to the big boxes here. I know I'm standing in the way. Sorry guys. Alright. Ain't that convenient? One box inside of another box. It's happening all over again, like with the other package. And as you guys can probably tell, some of these boxes, well, a couple of them in particular, they have, they're from a very convenient company, at least. I like to see it that way. They make stuff for older bikes. This one in particular is called the Trail Buddy Incorporated. Of course, they do all the trail bike stuff. And they have a website. I'll link that in the description. So you guys, if you have any motorcycles or bikes or something that are quite old, you can go check them out. More packing foam. And now this is a big one. This is a very big one. Because it's the entire front end of the bike. Yep, it's got the forks on that end, and then it's got the disc brake conversion on the front end. So this is going to go right up front like that, and it's going to just sit right in there. And then you have the other part, the metal bit that sits on top. And I'm going to put this back in the box before I drop it. You don't want that. Alright. Yeah, back. Flying fuzzies. It's also 95 degrees out right now, so I'm kind of cooking. If you guys see me sweat at any point during this video, make sure you point it out, say I look sweaty. And we'll move this one aside as well. Alright. What else? What else? A couple more boxes here. We're getting close. I know this is, whew. You know, I know how I said I'd be sweating by the end of this video. Well, I'm already sweating. So, whew. Got the next box. Trying to remember what this one is. Some of this stuff I got quite a while ago, like that last box, which contained the front disc brake conversion. I got that like 2 years ago. Super long time ago. So, hopefully when I get the chance, I can make a whole video on doing a complete disc brake conversion of a Honda CT70 with Supercharger. And I just remember what's in this box. Packing foam. Whew. Now, originally for this bike, I planned on getting a small supercharger that would be able to fit this bike and would be able to make a few pounds of boost, you know. But you know me, I'm absolutely crazy, so I decided to get an AMR500 Supercharger. So this monster, I have no idea how I'm going to fit this on there, but we'll try to make it work, I guess. It is humongous. Holy crap. It's about as big as the engine. We'll put that back for now. It's a bit of a daunting task when you look at how big the supercharger is and then you look back at the engine. You're like, yeah, the supercharger's probably bigger than the engine. It'll make a few pounds of boost, maybe a bit more. Will it look absolutely insane? Sure it will. And the final box. Now, we're nearing the conclusion, but we still got some good stuff in here. Come on, don't cut yourself. That is the last thing I want. And got another box from Trail Bike Parts. Now, I'll list all of the links to these websites in the description, as I said. Some of the stuff is just quite a lot of work. I know which end to open it from. I'm going to open it from that end. Please do not fall over. And I got to toss all these boxes as well. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. So yeah, there's definitely more than one website that will be in the description. It's not just the Trail Buddy over there. There's also this place, TB Parts, if you can see it on there. tbparts.com. That's apparently where this particular box came from. And it looks like this particular component was made in Taiwan. Come on out. Don't spill all the packing peanuts all over my floor, please. That looks like it's gonna happen anyway. The best we can do is try to minimize it. Well, looks like something fell on the floor. It made a noise. That's how I know. Alright. Lay that down there. And I assume this is hardware. Let's see what we got. Yep, that is hardware for an exhaust. So essentially what we're doing is this factory original piece of garbage exhaust is going to go bye-bye, and so will all these packing peanuts as soon as I can get them off the ground. Let's see here. So exhaust is coming off, putting on the aftermarket one. Then after that, we gotta pull the carb off and the rest of the intake and devise a way of getting the massive supercharger in there. And yeah, so that is the plan. I'll just pick up a few of these packing peanuts here. And pay no mind to the people riding by. I did not intend them to be in the video. I live in a neighborhood, of course, so if people do come by, I can't really control that. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully there'll be more videos soon. I know for sure I'll make a video about the Subaru Outback when I get it back in my possession after all the rust repair is done. I'm going to install the radio like I said, as well as the tail lights. And then I was actually I was looking up online for some headlights for it to make it look good as well. That would do fairly nice. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.